A university's deception, the UGC speaks. The University Grants Commission, or UGC, is clear in its stance. Apex Professional University, known as APU, does not have the authority to grant PhD degrees, despite what it has been claiming. This revelation strikes at the heart of a potential scandal, shaking the very foundation of trust in the institution. APU, a state private university in Arunachal Pradesh, has been awarding these degrees for years, misleading countless students. Students, drawn by the promise of higher education and the prestige of a PhD, invested time, money, and hope into their studies. Now those dreams are crumbling, leaving them in a state of despair and uncertainty. The UGC's denial is a damning indictment of APU's practices. It exposes a blatant disregard for academic regulations and standards that are supposed to safeguard the integrity of higher education. The UGC's stance is unambiguous and firm. Their RTI response confirms that APU's PhD programs fall outside their purview, making them unauthorized. The responsibility, they claim, lies with the state's higher education department. This raises serious questions about oversight and accountability. Is this a case of APU misrepresenting its accreditation to attract students, or is it a symptom of lax oversight by state authorities, failing to enforce educational standards? The answers remain elusive, shrouded in a web of bureaucratic silence and inaction. This lack of clarity is deeply concerning for all stakeholders involved. It casts a long shadow over the legitimacy of APU's operations and the value of its degrees. Students, both past and present, are left grappling with uncertainty and fear for their future. The value of their degrees is now in question, casting doubt on their academic achievements. Their academic achievements are tainted by suspicion and mistrust. The UGC's revelation is just the tip of the iceberg, hinting at deeper issues within the system. It hints at a deeper, more troubling reality that needs to be addressed. The pursuit of knowledge should be a path to enlightenment and growth, but in the case of APU, it appears to have become a road paved with deceit and false promises. The UGC's statement is a wake-up call for all educational institutions and regulatory bodies. It is a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our education system and the need for vigilance. And it underscores the urgent need for accountability, transparency, and stringent oversight. The future of countless students hangs in the balance, awaiting clarity and justice. Silence and shadows. APU's lack of transparency. An unsettling silence emanates from Apex Professional University. Requests for information filed through the Right to Information Act have been met with a deafening lack of response. This silence speaks volumes. It suggests an institution unwilling to shed light on its practices. What is APU hiding from the public?
The RTI requests were straightforward. They sought clarification on the legitimacy of APU's PhD programs. Specifically, they targeted the controller of examinations and other key officials. These are the individuals entrusted with upholding academic integrity. Yet they have chosen to remain silent.
This silence is more than just an administrative oversight. It is a blatant disregard for transparency and accountability. Adding to the concern is a disturbing breach of confidentiality. The RTI applicant's personal information was shared with individuals who had obtained PhDs from APU. This is a clear violation of the RTI Act, which guarantees the anonymity of applicants. This breach raises serious questions about APU's commitment to ethical conduct. It suggests a culture of secrecy and intimidation. The silence from APU is deafening. It amplifies the concerns raised by the UGC. It paints a picture of an institution operating in the shadows, an institution more concerned with protecting its image than providing answers. This lack of transparency is unacceptable. It erodes trust in the institution and casts a dark cloud over the educational aspirations of its students. Questionable research practices. The integrity of research is paramount in academia. It's the foundation that supports the entire structure of knowledge and learning. It is the bedrock upon which knowledge is built. ensuring that every new discovery is reliable and trustworthy. Yet, at Apex Professional University, this bedrock appears to be crumbling, threatening the very essence of academic integrity. An investigation into publications by APU's purported PhD holders has uncovered troubling inconsistencies, raising alarms within the academic community. These inconsistencies cast serious doubt on the quality and legitimacy of the research being conducted, undermining the credibility of the institution.
The investigation revealed that many of the papers lacked the rigor expected of doctoral-level research, falling short of academic standards. Some read more like opinion pieces than scholarly articles, lacking the depth and analysis required for serious academic work. This raises serious concerns about the level of academic scrutiny applied to PhD candidates at APU, suggesting a failure in the oversight process. Furthermore, several papers were published in predatory journals, which are known for their lack of rigorous peer review. These journals are notorious for their lack of peer review and questionable ethical standards, often prioritizing profit over quality. Adding to the suspicion, discrepancies were found between the claimed publication dates of some papers and the actual creation dates of the documents, indicating possible manipulation. In one instance, a paper claiming a 2022 publication date was actually created in 2024, a clear sign of backdating. This suggests that publication dates may have been backdated, a serious breach of academic integrity that undermines trust in the research. Such manipulation calls into question the validity of the research itself, casting a shadow over the entire body of work produced by the institution.
These findings paint a disturbing picture of potential academic fraud, suggesting that the issues at APU may be more widespread than initially thought. They suggest a systemic problem within APU, where research standards have been compromised and academic rigor has been sacrificed. The pursuit of academic titles appears to have taken precedence over the pursuit of knowledge, a troubling trend that undermines the very purpose of higher education. This is a betrayal of the very principles upon which higher education is founded, a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining integrity in academic research. A house of cards, missing infrastructure and faculty. University without qualified faculty and adequate infrastructure is like a house of cards, fragile and unstable. It is an illusion of substance, destined to collapse under scrutiny. The facade may look convincing from a distance, but up close the cracks are evident. This is the unsettling image that emerges when one examines Apex Professional University's capacity to offer PhD programs. The promise of advanced education is overshadowed by glaring deficiencies. Despite offering doctorates in specialized fields like computer science, APU appears to lack the fundamental building blocks of a legitimate program. The absence of modern facilities and up-to-date resources is a significant drawback.
Astonishingly, there is no evidence of a dedicated computer science department at APU. This is a critical oversight for any institution claiming to offer advanced degrees in this field, nor is there any indication of qualified faculty to guide doctoral students in this field. The presence of experienced mentors is essential for any credible PhD program. This raises serious questions about how APU can claim to offer PhDs in a subject area where it lacks the most basic resources. The gap between what is promised and what is delivered is stark. It is akin to offering a course in astrophysics without a telescope or a qualified astronomer. The tools and expertise required for meaningful education are simply not there. Furthermore, APU does not offer a master's program in computer science. This is highly unusual and raises further doubts about the institution's ability to support doctoral studies. A master's degree is typically a prerequisite for doctoral studies, providing students with the foundational knowledge and research skills needed to succeed at the PhD level. Without this, students are left unprepared. The absence of this crucial stepping stone further undermines the credibility of APU's PhD program. It casts a shadow over the institution's academic integrity.
The lack of infrastructure and faculty is a glaring red flag. It signals deeper issues within the institution's ability to provide quality education. It suggests that APU is ill-equipped to offer doctoral-level education in these fields. The environment is not conducive to advanced learning or research. It is inconceivable that an institution lacking the most basic requirements could adequately prepare students for the rigors of doctoral research. The disparity between expectation and reality is too great. This raises serious concerns about the legitimacy of the degrees being awarded. The credibility of the institution and the value of its degrees are in question.